and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Welcome to Fifth Street Sports, folks, on another gorgeous Tuesday afternoon here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces Network, to the men and women in uniform. Thank you. iHeartRadio streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Brian, buddy, we had a great day yesterday.
Did we?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, Rick had Houston. We had Yankees over, anti-Felix play that was. Daniel Wages came in on Minnesota. I can't even remember all the winners we had. We might have been 7-1. I believe one game we lost only was the Arizona against Snell, which if you're ever going to be wrong, well, that's how you want to be wrong, 12-1. Snell had a perfect game in going into the sixth inning.
That's right. If you're going to lose a game, you want to lose. Like that, unless you're action pointing.
Yeah. So did you finally get a? I was going to ask you. Did we finally get a chart or a barometer on where was the worst disqualification? The nurse that won the marathon because she had scrubs on instead of a nurse's uniform, or maximum security in the Kentucky Derby?
What about Johnny Manziel's girlfriend in the marathon a couple months ago?
Did she get disqualified?
Well, yeah, but she ran the fastest marathon. Her and her friend both ran the fastest marathon in recorded history for a female, interestingly, and they were disqualified.
Wow, now we have a three-way disqualification meter going on over here. But, Brian, there's one thing, and I've brought it up before. I mean, right now, on our intro, for the commercials here on Sports Byline, it says about if you do this, you could do that, you're going to get taken to the cleaners. I told you, I owned a cleaners for 25 years. Nobody ever brought any of these people to me.
There's not a special door like in the back where you bring in suckers to the cleaners?
Yeah, when they always say, don't do that or you're going to get taken to the cleaners, well, nobody ever brought them to me. But, guys, we got a great show for you today. We got so much to talk about, great things, but we got to take a time out. Brian, we come back, Fifth Street Sports, folks, right after this break.
At Indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
They go to OT, right?
Yeah. If you or a loved one is suffering from a physical or emotional condition that has left you unable to work, then listen carefully. Take this number down. 800-593-7491. That's 800-593-7491. When you call, you'll speak with a Social Security disability expert and get a free evaluation to see if you may qualify for disability insurance benefits from the U.S. government. That's right, a monthly cash payment paid directly to you from the Social Security Administration. Whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied disability benefits, call now. The disability attorneys at Pinnacle Disability can help you build your case, file an appeal, and represent you at no upfront cost to you. Don't wait another minute to see if you may qualify for your Social Security disability benefits. Call Pinnacle Disability Group at 800-593-7491 for your free case evaluation. That's 800-593-7491. 800-593-7491. Call now.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Hey, Mike, how's the house coming along?
Needs a ton of work. The pipes are leaking. Needs a new roof. The AC just broke. I just don't have time to do it all myself. You know anyone?
Oh, just ask Home Advisor. They match you with the best local pros for any home project.
Cool.
Yeah, you can read reviews and book appointments online.
What's it cost?
Actually, Home Advisor is always free to use.
Nice. I'll check it out.
Go to HomeAdvisor.com or download the free app. Home Advisor.
Folks, we're back. Fifth Street Sports, Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces Network, iHeart, streaming live, Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget us on Twitter. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian. Got a lot to talk about today. Oh, real quickly, Brian, I forgot, besides, by the way, Daniel Wages, thank you very much, buddy. You got me off my Toronto yesterday. I didn't play him because you like the Twins. 8-0, nice game. Brian, we had both of the games under, which I believe in the Rockets game would have been all about the number you got, landed 220.
Wow. Pays to be early into the market.
Yep. And they're like, what do you think about these Rockets now? They tied the series. I mean, it went from Golden State being 100-1 after they were up 2-0 down to minus 250. It's tied at 2. Do you think, is that some kind of a down? Wow.
That's pretty incredible. I think I'd like to see the Warriors go down. As much as I admire all of them, I like them as a team, but man, it would be fun to see them lose, wouldn't it?
Gosh, it sure was. I used to remember rooting against the Cowboys in the 90s. Now I tell you, it would be. You think Houston's up to it?
Man, I think for sure. If the price is minus 250, you got to figure they're that they're certainly at least a 1 in 3 chance of pulling this off.
Well, let me ask you something. So now, just hypothetically, let's fast forward a little bit. You think if Houston was to knock off Golden State, what would you make the series? Houston and Milwaukee. Who would be favored? Hey, look at this. As we're doing this show, I don't know if you people know it. There's a huge game going on in the Champions League. Barcelona and Liverpool. Remember now, Liverpool's got a 3-goal deficit because it's back and forth. Right now, Liverpool just scored. I got the boss over here raising his arms.
It's 2-0 Liverpool. It's now 2-3 on aggregate. If they can score another goal and hold Barcelona out, they'll send it to extra time. If they can score 2 goals and win, then they'll advance. This is an improbable result given the fact that Liverpool's missing some of their best players. Roberto Firmino is out with injury. Mohamed Salah got a concussion over the weekend and isn't playing today. So up top they have guys that have been sitting on the bench all season. And it's a very exciting game. Doesn't mean to say they're going to win or tie it or go through, but they've certainly made a game of it.
Wow.
Did they grab the ball out of the net after they scored and run it back to midfield like teams always do when they're down?
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's one of my favorite things in sports, when the goalie fights with the forward over who gets the ball out of the net. Because I guess technically you're actually supposed to let the goalie take it out himself, because is that right? I know that's been the source of many confrontations and cards occasionally in soccer.
No, I don't believe that's the case. Actually, I believe that the official is actually supposed to take the ball out of the back of the net, but never does.
3-0 Liverpool. They just got a penalty.
No nonsense.
Oh, 3-0 Liverpool, my friend.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
3-0. They just scored on a penalty.
Wow.
Are you sure about that, Frank? Because I'm actually watching.
I'm positive.
I'm watching the game live. I must be on
I'm way ahead of
horrendous
you.
delay then.
I'm way ahead of you.
This is one of the most.
They just got a penalty. 3-0 Liverpool. You know what Liverpool was today?
You just pass posted Nick on the biggest game of his life.
They scored on a penalty.
No, it was open play. I saw it right here.
I don't believe so, Nick. I think it was a penalty shot.
I won't argue with that, but I did just watch it. Just watch the third goal. So
well, I got Flash Score just sent me in a penalty.
Did you get a refund?
Goal. Now Liverpool was at a 3-goal differential. You know what their odds were, Brian, to advance in this thing, because they had to beat them by 3, but really by 4. 40 to 1.
Had to be astronomical.
40 to 1.
That seems short to me, actually.
It does. It really does. But right now, if you would have said, "Oh, let me just lay this 40 to 1 that Barcelona sails through. I got a 3-goal." How would you be liking life right now?
It was a cross into the box, and it looked like it was Gini Wijnaldum or a Virgil van Dijk. No, it was Gini. Is that Wijnaldum? Yeah, it was a header off a cross into the box. It was not a penalty.
I was at least 45 seconds ahead of Nick. So,
Yeah.
Brian, with these feeds, I mean, I'm getting a live feed from Flash Score while he's got it on Direct TV or Hulu, whatever one of these cheap
The worst.
TV
I've got it on
services he has.
TNT Bleacher Report.
Yeah, he has one of these. I don't know, one of these.
I think that's kind of a Bush League move when you get it off of like it's obvious that the feed we watch on anything is a little bit delayed. I think that's kind of cheating, Frank. I think that's a party foul to announce goals.
Well, Frank, you would have had time to say, "Hey, Nick, I'll give you. You give me $100 if Liverpool don't. If Liverpool score in the next. If Liverpool score in the next 25 seconds, I'll give you a thousand. You give me $1,000. You're up for it."
Yeah, but well, let me ask you something, Brian. I've got this direct, almost instant live feed. If you knew that one of the places like World Sports Exchange or one of the other places had a 30-second delay, would you take advantage of them, Brian?
Well, yeah, we frequently did in the past, but nowadays there's a company called Bet Radar that actually has they actually have like a representative at the game, every game, with a little device that they use to digitally stamp everything that happens in the game. So books are protected against that. Those days are over, unfortunately.
So the only person we could have really taken advantage from is the boss here, right? We could have.
No, but it's funny that company. Along the way, there've been some funny things that have happened. There was a really obscure game. I want to say it was like an international friendly between some really minor teams, and the game was never played. But the guy that was assigned the task of going to the game and actually registering the goals and the stats actually turned in a score. And with crazy crime, you'd think you could never get away with that, and he didn't.
Well, now, Brian, we would have had about 45 seconds to rob Nick here in this spot. Now, it would have taken a little bit of an acting job, okay? You know what I mean? Because you could have had to play it down like you were bluffing in poker. What do you think we could have extracted from him before he would have known that he got played? Like a couple of dinners, maybe a couple of Fifth Street shirts. What do you think we could have stole from him?
I don't think he would have paid you. I think he would have realized he had been had.
Well, now again, and if we wouldn't have gotten greedy. But Brian, I got one for you, buddy. Another one. Remember the guy that when your wife tells us like we're the worst communicators, we don't tell her nothing, we're always quiet, and we found a guy that was worse than us, the guy climbing Mount Everest. I got another one for you, buddy. I'm watching this show called Dr. Foster on Netflix, okay? Here's a guy that's a lawyer, and he marries his wife, but before he married her, he was aware of a tumor in his head that the doctor said it's not life-threatening at this point, but at one point it will be, because it will grow and eventually cost your life, and it's inoperable. So he's talking to Dr. Foster, And he says, I've been married 6 years. My wife's having a baby, and I'm getting the bad headaches. I just went for a CT scan, and it's getting to the point where it's going to be inoperable. So Dr. Foster says, well, what does your wife think about that? Is she ready for this? You know, she's going to have a baby here in a few months. He goes, I haven't told her. I never told her before we got married. I kept this from her. Oh, my gosh. I said, there's another guy that's worse than us.
This is reality TV or
no,
show?
It's a great show. You got to watch it. I love it. It's called Dr. Foster. But when I heard this guy say, I knew about this tumor before I got married, and I never told my wife that eventually it was going to grow to the point where it was inoperable and was going to cost me my life. Now she's pregnant. We've been married 5 years. I looked over at my wife and I said, wow, there's already 2 people worse than me. I mean, I would have told her. I would have told her about a life-threatening tumor. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I have a little bit of that same tendency to not tell. Not just with my wife. I'm the worst at forgetting to announce big things.
Hold that, Brian, because I'm getting a commercial rap message back after this, folks. Fifth Street Sports.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Attention, this important consumer alert is brought to you by Annuity Action Network. Hey, did you know it's possible to receive upfront money from your monthly settlement payments? It's true. If you receive monthly payments from an annuity or a structured settlement and you need a lump sum immediately, then you need to call Annuity Action Network. With your cash today, you can pay off credit card debt, pay medical bills, fund your education, or improve your home. You don't need to wait. Call the Annuity Action Network now to get your fast cash with no hidden costs. And if you call today, we'll even send you a $100 cash gift card just for verifying your settlement payments and your contact information. If you have a structured settlement or an annuity and you want cash now, call Annuity Action Network right now.
800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Folks, we're back. It's Fifth Street Sports. Oklahoma Brian, my co-host, and myself, Frank Perez, on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Brian, this place, this studio that I'm in right now is absolutely electric. I don't know. I was just trying to figure out, what do you think the decibel level is louder at right now, at Anfield Stadium in Liverpool or at a Rolling Stones concert?
It's but it's louder at the game.
Hey, Rick, how
Probably
you doing,
play.
buddy? We got Florida Rick here, my man. 3-0 Liverpool, Rick. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I just got back, but wow, I can't believe what's going on here. I feel honored to be watching this, at the same time as Nick over here, who's probably the number one Liverpool fan in the world. So I'm excited, and I'm not even a soccer fan, as you know, but this is crazy.
And Andrew had to bail out.
I saw last night.
Yeah.
What's that?
3. Oh, look at this. Daniel Wages, 3-0. No way. Yes, sir, Mr. Wages. It's 3-0. Andrew had to bail out to Colorado. I guess his girlfriend's graduating. So we got the boss downstairs, which I know right now he's torn. He's watching this game on a 5-inch screen on his phone.
Yeah, no, I noticed you were like 45 seconds ahead of him. And I was actually ahead of you, Frank, because my feed's really fast over here. So I'm like, Nick's about a minute behind us. So if they score, he's going to get pass posted.
Boy, we could have robbed. We could have robbed this
so
guy.
wrong.
We could have robbed him for a day off, a shirt, kind of a 2% raise, anything. But
yeah, well, the fact that they got 2 goals within like 2 minutes probably would have given it away when we were saying, Nick, they're going to get a score. Now I bet you they're going to score, and they score. Then you say it a minute later, and you're right both times. So let's just hope they can.
Yeah, it's I was going to say it's terrible. I don't talk on the phone with people that do that. People that constantly pass post me on games because they have faster cable or satellite. I just that's it. I'm done talking to you while there's a game going on. Sorry. I usually give someone a couple of warnings, and then that's it. We
know.
Can't ever talk on the phone during a game.
Brian, but if there's different classes of felonies in our business. That one, there's only one felony that's higher than that. We all know which one that is, right?
The fake score.
Oh my God, the on purpose bad score. I mean, that one is what? Would you say that is a death penalty?
Yeah, that's where the retaliation should be physical at that point.
Rick, has anybody ever on purpose just jerked you around and given you a bad score on a game that you were really kind of needed or were sweating out?
Of course, I think everyone who's been in this business has gone through that multiple times. Fortunately, it hasn't happened lately, but it still happens every now and then, where, especially with someone who's not as close a friend, maybe someone who's more of an acquaintance, and they think it'll be funny to, just give you a wrong score. But
guys, he's holding his hand up.
This has nothing to do with the game going on right now, but I actually saw a really interesting article about how worried the U.S. intelligence community is about something called deep fake videos, and there are now commercially available algorithms that essentially give Joe Blow user like you or I the ability to create really unbelievably realistic fake videos of people. So I could take Frank's head, I could put it on, I could merge Frank's head with President Trump, and I could make President Trump say anything I want. I mean, it's a real issue. These things are so incredibly good that they're very worried that, someone could maliciously start a war by having Vladimir Putin get up on the internet and, declare war on the U.S. I mean, it's a problem. I guess you just watched an article about it. But imagine from a sports betting standpoint, if you were able to take your face or somebody else's face or digitally alter a reputable sportscaster almost real time and announce differing scores and differing outcomes, it could be catastrophic to the betting industry.
Wow.
For sure. Yeah, how about even just injuries before the game starts?
Sure. And I don't want to give anybody any ideas, Rick, Brian. But yeah, I mean, it's something to watch out for. But I personally would like to see a morph of President Trump and Frank, because I think, they love each other so much they could literally become one.
Well, but hey, but before he got to that, I was going to pose to you guys a very semi-personal question. Which would you guys be more forgiving of or tending to let go? If your wife told you that she was flirting with the boss, or if she gave you a fake bad score on a big game that you needed?
Well, I think it's all about intent, because my wife, she can't even read a score correctly. By the way, this sounds like a chauvinistic thing to say, but I guess there's guys that do this too. Is there anything that, okay, the fake score is the worst, but does it annoy you if you ask the score and it's read back to you? Hey, like you say, hey, who's winning the Yankees game? And the score is read back to you 0-4 Baltimore. Baltimore 0, New York 4. I don't know why that bugs me. I just feel like, it should just be common knowledge that you have to read off the team with more points first. That's kind of like a semi pass post if you're not ready for it. If someone reads you the team trailing first, and my wife does that to me every day. I ask for a score.
Well, you know what? The scores are supposed to be given if you use football, soccer, law, which I think is great. Is that the home team always goes first?
Where you at?
Does that not make sense, guys?
It's different standards in North America than you're right, but at least there's a standard, and you should stick to it.
Agree. I mean, right. So whatever the standard may be here in the United States, we do our dates backwards and everything else. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do the away team first or the home team first, whichever way you do it, but it needs to be standardized. I too find it very confusing when I'm looking at scores.
See, but Brian, I think those are misdemeanors. The other ones we were talking about were felonies. Like, that's a misdemeanor, a person that really doesn't know betting and spreads. Like, if you ask your friend on a Saturday, let's say you're at the beach, and you say, what's the Ohio State against Marist score? And he goes, oh, Ohio State's killing them, and he hangs up. He doesn't know, like, what the spread is, if you bet the total, what does killing them mean. So I just that's a misdemeanor, and I don't hold it against him, but I never ask him again. You know what I mean?
All right. Hey, guys, I don't want to keep interrupting you here, but we do have some some input coming through our Fifth Street Social. Jimbo Mullins says Shohei Ohtani is activated and will be in tonight's lineup for the Angels. Should be interesting to see him play again. And Daniel Wages, he pops up and says, no problems in Celtics under 219.5. I'm not bragging, though. Today's a new day. Let's win again.
Daniel, very good, buddy. And thank you very much for those Twins. You got me off my loser with Stroman and the Blue Jays. Rick, you had a great day, buddy.
Yeah, we had some nice plays yesterday. I guess we fell flat with the Arizona Diamondbacks, but they were plus 185, so just taking a shot with them. But everything else, I think, pretty much came in. Houston Rockets, as we said. We had Chip gave Yankees. I said I agreed with that, and the over I gave out. And what was the other? Padres late. Yep. Padres came in and won, I think, 4-0. So, it was a nice little day for Fifth Street.
Very nice. And like Brian and I were discussing before, if you ever lose a baseball game, don't you want to read the box score and say, like, Snell had a perfect game through 6, final was 12-1. Mm-hmm. Fine.
Yeah.
Take it away.
That's how you want to lose. Yep.
Right.
You definitely would not lose 12-1 than 3-2 on a ninth inning 3-run homer to beat you.
Unless you're action pointing the game.
Yes. Well, I don't. I have. Let me ask them. I know World Sports Exchange had it. Do you guys know of any book that's doing that right now? Action points?
No, I think that's just kind of a locals thing. If you find one, let me know though, because I love action points. Sometimes referred to as lightning, but you want to, Rick? You want to explain what action points are?
Sure. Have we ever talked about action points on the show before? I guess I don't think we have.
We could do a whole show on it, but let's just introduce it. We'll do a show on it at some point.
Okay, so action points are actually pretty simple. So they're used in football and basketball. Say your team is a 7-point favorite. So you have the Patriots, 7-point favorite over the Rams. And what you'd say is you want to action point the Patriots for, say, $100 a point. So for every point the Patriots win by more than 7, you win $100. So they win by 17, that's 10 points more, so you win $1,000. If the Patriots now lose the game by 3, then you've lost $1,000 plus the 10 cents juice, so you lost $1,100. So that's basically how action points work. So it's a great bet to do on a game where you figure one team is more likely to blow out the other team. You figure either the Patriots are going to blow them out or they're going to lose in a close game. Those are like the prototypical games to do action points on. And we used to do them a lot years ago, back in the World Sports Exchange days. But like we said, we haven't really seen anyone that's offered that in many years.
Who do you think, okay, guys, with action points, who do you think would be probably in the NFL, well, it's hard to think of the NFL. Who would be the worst team to Action Point as far as like, wow, this team could get blown out. They could win, but they could easily get blown out by 40 at any time. Be a good question, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a totally different. That's one of the reasons why action points don't work for bookmakers. Is you're essentially comparing a median to a mean, and they have a different. The point spread is not intended to work. For action points, and yeah, there's a lot of, especially on totals, right? You throw in the possibility of overtime in the NBA. That right there. That used to be a huge moneymaker for us, what people used to pay on overtime on action points. And if you could just, if you were good enough to just kind of tread water, like your overtime games were like that was the big winner for you. Those would make a killing. I wish, man, I bet you there's someone out there right now on listening that's killing their local on action points. But yeah. I think that's kind of a past era phenomenon. I don't think any young bookmakers are dumb enough to do that.
We got the break signal over here. Folks, Fifth Street Sports back after this.
Jared has hundreds of gifts you could get Mom this Mother's Day, like a tennis bracelet.
Aww.
Or a diamond necklace.
Thank you, sweetie.
But there's only one that will make her feel like this.
Yes!
With Jared's Diamond Price Match Guarantee, you can finally get Mom the one gift she's always wanted.
Oh, I love you so much.
For you to get engaged. Shop at a Jared store today and dare to be devoted.
We promise to match any price on a loose certified diamond of the same characteristics and quality from any other jewelry retailer as validated by Jared personnel in store. See jared.com/price match for details.
Trade pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
Attention business owners, now is the perfect time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. We can give you packages with up to 90 great channels and save your business a ton of cash. And if you call right now, you can learn how to get free equipment and free installation. Now you have choices. It's time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. And call today and get 90 channels plus free equipment and free installation. Smart business owners like you all across the country are consolidating and saving money on their cable TV, internet, and phone service for the business. So now's the perfect time. This may be a limited time offer to the first 100 people that call right now. So please save money and call now.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
I'm Nick Ebram. I like to have a nice smooth shave. I do have a goatee. I like to make sure the skin around it is nice and smooth. And when you're using one of those disposable razors, you never know what you're going to get. You don't get a great shave. I tell you, I have found the solution to my shaving issues with Harry's razors. Non-slip, comfortable handle. I think these are absolutely the best. Right now, you can get a $13 value trial set. Comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave. Weighted ergonomic handle, a 5-blade razor with a lubricating strip, a rich lathering shave gel, a travel blade cover. You can get a $13 value trial set right now. Go to harrys.com/World Soccer. Go right now, harrys.com/World Soccer. Redeem your offer right now and let them know that I, Nick Ebers, sent you. harrys.com/World Soccer to go get your Harry's razors.
Welcome back, folks. Fifth Street Sports, Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian Florida Rick. 4-0 Liverpool. How do you like it, folks?
I can't believe it. I'm laughing at Brian's face.
But wait, I thought soccer was boring.
Wow,
Nick,
Rick,
Nick,
four
you've
nothing.
been pass posted. Wow,
Yeah,
did you see that goal? They faked the
lost
corner
Brian.
kick.
Yeah, I think something tells me we've somehow miraculously lost Brian. And if you're watching this on the video feed, his face is.
He looks like he had a huge bet. He looks like he had a huge bet on Barcelona, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Like he's saying, like, what the F?
That's just that's great.
4-0. I mean, do you think Anfield Stadium is absolutely going nuts right now? They gotta be.
I can't imagine. I can't believe this is really happening. It's what would be horrible though is Barcelona scores 1 goal, then Barcelona goes
That
through.
is correct. That is
They
absolutely
would win
correct.
on road
yeah.
goals. So this is not over by a long shot.
Yeah, so it's actually like Liverpool laid 3.5, right? Not 3. They laid 3.5.
With the exception of 3-0 would have meant extra time because then they would have had equal scores.
Right.
But yeah, if Barcelona scores this goal, then they're laying 3.5, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a crazy finish here. That was an insane goal. Did you see that? They kind of like faked the corner, like he was walking off, and then he just took it, and no one was ready, and the guy just kicked it right in. Even the goalie wasn't ready. I've never seen that before. Have you seen that, Nick?
Sure. Yeah, I've seen it. Doesn't happen very often, but I mean, it was a lapse of concentration from Barcelona, and it resulted in the Liverpool goal.
Yeah,
Wow. For that to happen in this stage of the Champions League is unbelievable.
I think Nick has seen it. When it comes to soccer, Nick has probably seen a 5-legged cat on the field.
I know, but I've seen a beach ball go on the field and hit the football and mess up play. I've seen Steven Gerrard trip in the Chelsea match, a trip that cost them the title because he tripped and fell over and in a divot in the grass, and a Chelsea player was there to pick up the ball and take it back and score. I mean, I have pretty much seen it all.
Well, Nick, here's a little 70s for you. Have you ever seen a streaker?
I have seen plenty of streakers, yes.
But in a soccer match?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. And by the way, I may have told you this story, but I was doing a broadcast of the World Series of Poker, and it was very boring, and it was a very long event, and it was going on forever. And I had a guy named Eric Lindgren, who's known as one of the biggest prop bettors in poker at the time, and he was doing the play-by-play, and he was doing the color, I was doing the play-by-play, and I basically made a joke. I said, "Well, you know, what this game really needs is someone streaking." I said, "Tell you what, Eric, let's do a prop bet right now. $1 million says I'll streak right here on live national television." And what he did then is he said, "Well, hold on a minute." And he got up and he left the booth and he started getting on his phones with his friends, putting together the pool to make the prop bet for $1 million. Well, needless to say, at ESPN headquarters, they were monitoring this because they were listening to the talk back between us. And I literally got a call from the head of ESPN saying, "If you even think about this, you will never work in this business again."
Wow, that would have been cool.
I guess you didn't do it then.
But hey, if they'd come up with $1 million, I'd probably have done it.
Yeah. What was the price for that, Nick? For letting them streak? 300,000, 400,000?
For letting me streak?
No. For them firing you, but you getting paid for.
I was going to say I'd have done it for $1 million. Yeah, that would have been the bet.
How about $500,000?
I don't know. Probably not. $1 million.
Okay. So there's the price. $1 million. That was a good job, by the way. Well, Rick, we got talk you can bet on. I want to thank Daniel Wages again for getting me off my Toronto. Rick, we got a pretty decent card today. Couple of games, a lot of baseball, couple games in basketball. What do you got for us?
All right, well, we'll start with the NBA because I do kind of like the games tonight. The first one is the early game, Philadelphia at Toronto. Toronto laying 6 at home. We've already discussed yesterday about the series, how it's gone back and forth. And Toronto was able to sneak away with Game 4 win in Philly on Sunday. Philly's come back to Toronto. Philly played probably the worst game they've played in a long time, and they still barely lost that game. Now they're coming into Toronto, getting 6 points. I think Philly's the better team here. You're looking at a Game 5. Couldn't be played. A lot of intensity. I love getting 6 points here. I think this game's a toss-up game in my book. If I had to pick a winner, I think I'd still pick Philly. So I love getting +6 here. The money line, I don't know if you're getting quite the value because the playoffs money lines on the dogs are a little bit lower than they should be because they know that the public likes to bet dog money lines. So I think I'd just stick with the point spread at the +6, and I believe you're going to cash your ticket, and I do think good chance they're going to win the game. So that's my favorite NBA play. My other NBA play, which I do like, maybe not as much, but I still like, is Portland at Denver. Before the series started, I thought Portland was a shoo-in to win the series, and I kind of thought they would win it like in 4 or 5 games. Well, that's obviously not the case. It's 2-2 right now. Denver's played very well, with the exception of game 2. Denver's kind of outplayed in the other 4 games, even though they lost that quadruple overtime game on Friday night. But I like Denver here at home, giving 5 points. I think they're going to come away with a win here. Kind of an easy game for them. I expect like a double-digit win. Then Portland coming back in game 6 home. That'll probably be a real tough game, like another nail-biter like we had the last 2. So I like tonight Philly +6 and Denver -5 in the NBA. Those are my 2 plays. Oh, talking about Denver, just throw it out there. This has been bothering me, so I'm going to say it. So my brother's gone to Denver twice in the last 3 weeks for business. And both times he was there, he had there was a Nuggets playoff game, an Avalanche playoff game, and the Rockies home game, both times. And he's there for 3 days each time. Not one day in both those trips did he go to one game. It's really, really bothering me. So maybe if he's listening, he'll
That's a family personal foul, right? That's a family personal foul.
Yeah, you kind of lose a man card for that one too. So if he doesn't go tonight to either the Denver Nuggets playoff game or the Rockies baseball game, I may not talk to him for a while. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
How could you be in a city you're that fortunate? And I understand he has to work during the day, but these games are at night, so he's not working at night. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I don't want to spend them.
Oh my!
You know what? You're not in a situation where you're like on your last $2 to your name, and just he likes sports. So it's one thing if he's not a sports fan, but he does like sports, and he should go to something. And the fact that he hasn't is I'm going to call him out.
Yeah. He would be instantly suspended from all barbecues and parties for the summer. You know what I mean? If he came back 3 trips like that and 0 ticket stubs, I said, listen, the family's going to suspend you from barbecues and pool parties, anything. You're done. So see you next year.
Yeah.
Until you show up with the ticket stub, you're not allowed back in.
Yeah. So he's got a choice tonight. He can go to either the Nuggets game or the Rockies game, and we'll see if he goes to either one. But my guess is that he's not going to. So I'll let you know tomorrow.
Rick, while you're talking, I liked one baseball game early this morning. I got a little better price because I took $1.32. I was liking these Tigers at home, Norris against the Angels, plus $1.32. He's down to 117 now. I still kind of like it. There's another game. Where was my other game I was looking at? No, I'm not going to go against Nola, but here it is. I think these Indians at home, Rodriguez laying $1.36 to the White Sox. Giladio or whatever it is.
Giolito, yeah.
Okay, $1.36 Indians at home against the White Sox. We don't lay prices, but I would lay that. I would lay that $1.36 with Cleveland at home.
Yeah, this was actually one of those games where it opened about 152, 155, and it's about 75% on Cleveland, and yet the lines dropped about 15 to 20 cents. So it's a little scary. Rodriguez hasn't pitched much, but the little he's pitched he's been adequate. He's been done pretty well. Giolito, like pretty much all the White Sox starting pitchers, gets hit pretty hard. So it's a mysterious line, and that's why I'm not touching this game because it looks too easy. And without looking at the line, I would have guessed the line would have been closer to 160, 170.
Yeah.
Than I see 135, and I see how it actually did open close to 160, and it's got bet down 20 cents, even though the public's 3 or 4 tickets are coming in on the Indians. So that really, really worries me. It's like one of those things where if you're not a professional bettor and you're just you're just like learning, or you're just being told how to bet, you kind of close your eyes and bet the White Sox here, But like you said, the Indians just seem like a really good bet. So I'm just not touching it at all. But that game did stand out to me right away. I had to look it up, see what was going on, and I really don't understand the line movement and why the line has dropped so much. But yeah, so I'm going to pass on that game. But there are a couple of games I do like, and I'll give those to you now. One is Toronto getting plus 137 at home tonight. You got Sanchez going against Barrios. I think this line's a little bit too high, especially the Blue Jays playing at home. They lost last night, so I expect them to come back today. I think this is going to be one of these close, like 3-2, 4-3 type of games. So the fact that you're getting 137 at home really appeals to me. So I'm taking Toronto at home. And the other game I like is game 909, Atlanta Braves going into LA. That you have Max Fried going against Ryu. Not a big fan of Ryu. He's laying $1.40 here. The Braves got beat last night, 5-3. They're down 5-0. Hit a couple late homers to make it a 5-3 game. I kind of think the Braves are going to come out tonight and score early and often and probably win this game like 6-2, 6-3. I really like the Braves here as a plus 126 dog on the road. So those are my two favorite baseball games tonight. There is a hockey game. I'm not giving it out, but there is a hockey game 7. And you know what I would say about game 7s, just kind of blindly bet unders, but it sure hasn't worked this year. Now the total is down to 5. So I would only bet over at this point, even though I'd hate betting it over in game 7. But totals all year are between 6, 6.5, and now the total is 5. And the other game 7 so far have gone over. I would only be over here. But I'm not giving it out because I can't win a hockey play. So my lean would be over.
Yeah, I think this game's 2-2 overtime. Going to be a tie. But Rick, as we were running this show right now, they're 2 minutes into stoppage. This is a historic thing. You know how they ask you where were you, during 9/11, during 11/22/63 Kennedy, like, oh, look at Daniel Wages is in on the Tigers. That's me, baby. Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm going to double down, brother. Anyway, so Rick, they ask you about where you were at certain dates and events and big times. Right now, do you know that we are in our studio with the boss, the Liverpool Homer, Super Homer, watching a historic thing that when they asked you, where were you when Liverpool had to win by 4 goals to win the Champions League? I mean, to get into the finals of the Champions League, we can always remember exactly where we were.
We were doing the show, and we're in the presence of Nick. That's why I said it's an honor to be here today with Nick in studio.
Absolutely.
This really is a truly exciting moment in sports history.
I can barely control myself, and I tell you what, this game is not over. Barcelona, anytime you have one of the greatest players ever to play the game on the pitch, anything can happen, and it just. Oh, it's just a few minutes left in.
Boy, this guy's excited. This guy's like waiting for a callback from a girl he asked to the prom. Like a 17-year-old.
I think he's even more excited than that. Yeah, I think they got to kill off about 3 more minutes.
No audio, Nick.
2.5 minutes left. We've got to go to break.
I'm going to take it to break early. I don't hear anything.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. That's 800-957-6063. Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low-cost airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels.
Hey, Nick, do I got you guys back? Hello?
Airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Fifth Street Sports, folks, we're back. We got a final in Liverpool, 4-0. What an unbelievable game to have to win by 4. You know what's scary, Rick, is if Barcelona would have scored 1 goal in this game, Liverpool would have needed 5 unanswered goals, and they end up winning 4-0. Congratulations to Liverpool, Nick. Good team, buddy. Good squad.
I mean, I need to drink and a cigar, I think, to just relax off of this. I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable. I mean, on my show last night, by the way, if you, I know we just have a few minutes, but if you want to hear me talk about this tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, right here on the Sports Byline Broadcast Network, American Forces. I'm also on Sirius XM 211, Dan Patrick Sports. I will be talking about this result with my co-host, Nick Webster, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. You want to be sure to tune in.
Wow. Hey, Rick. So really quick, let's recap. You like Denver Nuggets -5, Philadelphia +6. Daniel Wages and myself went with the Tigers at home, getting roughly plus $1.23-ish. You're going to go with the Braves against Rue, taking $1.30. You are taking Toronto plus $1.37 against Tampa Bay at home, and you like one other one. I forgot the other one you liked.
Oh, well, I was saying the hockey game I would lean over, but I can't give out a hockey play because I don't win. So just, if you just want to throw like $1 on the game, bet over, I would say, because total's 5. You don't see a 5 anymore. It doesn't exist. So now you're getting a 5. Even though it's game 7, I think you just still, if you want to watch the game, have to play the over.
You know what? I to interrupt for a minute.
Go ahead, sir.
This will be 2 years in a row Liverpool have gone to the Champions League final.
But this year they're going to beat Ajax, believe me.
Ajax have got to beat Ajax. Tomorrow we'll play Tottenham. We'll decide who's going to play. Could be an all-English final.
Who would you rather face, Nick? Who would you rather face?
I think rather face Tottenham Hotspur. Play them all the time in the league. Haven't lost to them this season. Ajax, a very young team. And if they can do anything, they fear nobody because they're so young. They just don't. They're too young to fear anybody. So it'll be a fascinating Champions League final. But it could be, what they call the Cup with the big ears, the European Cup. Could be the 6th one for Liverpool if they win. Hey,
but not only that, Rick, he could win that one and win the Premier League with a little bit of luck against Man City. Brighton and Hove can tie him, beat him.
Going to lead a lot of luck.
You got to be a believer after this. Folks, Rick, great show, buddy. Thank you. Folks, we appreciate you, and thank you. 5th Street Sports. See you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Be safe and good luck.